welcome back to Linux Wednesdays, where we look at Linux tips and tricks on a Wednesday. This week's video, I'm going to show you how to use VST plugins in LMMS. Now, LMMS is a Linux multimedia studio. It's a program for creating your own music. If you ever want to play around creating music, looking at the programs are expensive, just give LMMS a try. It's free, which is good. If you go to lmms.io/downloads #Linux, you want to download the stable version here, which is Linux 64-bit, which is 1.2.2. Now it's worth noting that I have one installed on this computer to do the plugins. You might need it, you might not need it. Also, if you download LMMS through the software manager, you don't seem to have the VST plugins. Once you've downloaded the image, if you right click, choose properties, press on permissions and go allow executing file as a program, you can then double click and the program should run just fine. Now what we want to do now is set up our MIDI controller. Now if you haven't got a MIDI controller, you can skip this bit. You can still use the keyboard and the mouse to input the notes. We're going to press on edit, going to go onto settings, under MIDI I'm going to select ALSA sequencer, Advanced Linux Sound Architecture. Now mine's already selected, and when I drag in some instruments, so we go here, let's try the Free Boy, drag that to here, press on the spur gear, MIDI, input, and key station 32 or your MIDI controller. Now once you've changed the settings in here, so that one there, your MIDI, you may need to restart the program. Click on Free Boy and you'll see here we can modify the Free Boy colour, which is like a Game Boy Color sound emulator. And there we go. But I get a bit bored of these standard sounds. I want to add some more sounds, such as a grand piano, such as a saxophone, and so on. Let's remove the track. And we go to this website here, which is dskmusic.com. And there's loads of free plugins here, or VST instruments here. You've got things like a music box, you've got synth drums, you've got tech synth, overture. If I went on to Grand, and it says download DSK Grand, Windows 32-bit, 64-bit, Mac and Mac AU. Just click on the 32-bit and we're going to save it to the desktop. Let's go to our desktop and that one there. You can then drag this one to the desktop. You ain't got to install nothing, you ain't got to double click anything, you ain't got to run a whine while this is doing it. All the program's looking for is a DLL file, which is that one there. So I go back to LMMS, drag in VSTs to here, set it up so we can use the MIDI controller. Press VSTs, it says no VST plugin loaded. Click on the open folder, we'll go to our desktop and you'll see here we should have that file we just downloaded, which is going to be, where are we? Grand piano. And all it's looking for is the DSK or the DLL file. Press DLL, press open. You see there we should have the grand piano. There we go, the DSK grand piano. Sounds like a grand piano. Now I've downloaded loads of other different instruments. Some come down as just DLL files. Some come down as Win32. Just download the Win32 version. You should be good to go. Let's press on open. Let's go up. We go to VST plugins. You'll see here I've already got that grand piano there. Where is it? The grand? Yeah, there it is. Got tech synth. Let's try the tech synth. And there we go. Let's do one more. And here we go, can now emulate a Juno 6. Now all I did was go on the internet and look at free VST plugins, and that was the one I found, free VST plugins for the Juno 6. It's only I don't think it's a full version, I think it might just be a demo. Some of them you download, there are demos, but on this website, the dskmusic.com, none of these are demos, they're all full versions of it. When you download, like I played with like a M1 Korg M1 emulator for the Mac. After about 10 minutes, it wants you to register and pay for it. It was quite, I don't know how much it was, but Korg M1s are still going for a high price because it's a late 80s, early 90s house piano. Press open. Let's try one more. We go to Dream Z, that one there. I'll be having a little play around with some of these, try and make my own tracks up. Anyhow, that was how to install VST plugins in LMMS. Just go around in there, look for free VST plugins, and you get loads of different instruments. You have to just use the standard ones here. Get drum beats, you get beatboxes, you get Juno 6s, you get there's even a DX7 emulator. I couldn't get it to work on this, but I'm sure I'll be able to play around and get it working. There's all grand pianos, there's violins, there's saxophones and so on. If you found the video some music not to do, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, the other button seems to work too. If you like Linux Wednesdays, consider subscribing. Because on a Monday, we do ham radio videos, and Monday's video, I showed you a brand new radio, which is I've been playing around with, which is the Retevis Arch85. We do Linux Wednesdays on a Wednesday, we look at Linux stuff. I've done over 100 videos on Linux. So if you're new to Linux and you think, oh, what can I do with Linux? Take a look at my Linux playlist. There is hundreds of things you can do with Linux. And on a Friday, we do vintage tech, where we look at old electronic games and old mobile phones and old tech from the back in the day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. 7-3 for now.